Hi all, Alex here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great Christmas break. I know I am. So I've fallen down the rabbit hole of Warhammer 40k, and this is my first kind of dip of the toe into the water, if you like, of this, because I'm an absolute noob with this. I don't know the lore properly. I'm starting to learn that. And a mate of mine at work, he's into this, and early days for him too, I think. And what we've decided to do was kind of teach ourselves how to play the game. So he's got an army. I don't know what he's actually got, but he's gonna let me know the points. But at the moment, we're kind of working to 1,000 points. And so I just perusing the internet, looking at ideas of what I could get. And I was originally thinking the orcs look really cool, and I still do think that. But I wanted, because I've never done a Space Marine, and I've seen some fabulous painting on the Facebook groups and the forums and the what have you, that I thought I'd have a go at that. So yeah, I went and bought this Combat Patrol box for the Black Templars, because basically I like the colour scheme, and that's the only reason. I didn't really know the lore behind this chapter, but now I've kind of learnt it, and these guys are the bad. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. So it's all new to me, and it's gripped me. It really has, you know. So in this box, I think this box cost me, I bought it off Amazon because I wanted it the next day delivery, because that's the type of impatient person I am. I think it cost me 90 quid. I could have got it for a 10 quid cheaper if I'd have waited from somewhere like Wayland Games or somewhere like that. But I'm impatient, as I said, so I purchased these, and on inside it you get I think you get 10 Crusaders, and I don't know what their strengths are or anything yet. So all I'm doing is I'm going to build them and paint them, and once I've got the whole army painted, or the whole of this set painted, then I'll start adding bits and bobs depending on how many points I've got left. So I think someone said this whole box is 460 points in total. So I've got a little bit to play with. So yeah, so love these things, and thought I'd have a go at this. So in this you get 10 Crusaders, you get 1 Marshal, and I've painted him. I'll show you that in a second. Then I get the Impulsor. I haven't built that yet, and then you get 5 Intercessors here. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm still going to do my commission painting, because that funds all these things for me to buy. So I've got a nice project for the new year for my main man, and but well, in fact, I'll show you it now. So this is one of them. This is the he's asked me to do a squad of 10 Vikings, so this is just one of those Vikings. So I thought I'd do this as a kind of a test figure. And these Victrix, they're beautiful. They're fabulous. I really enjoy doing him. So yeah, they're lovely, and they're 28 mil. So I'm happy with that, you know. Yeah, lovely bit of. So there's 10 of these I'm going to do. I'm going to do some Roman cavalry from the Epic Hail Caesar Punics, and some RKX Russians, which I'll print off and paint myself. So that's the plan for the new year. But I've got a bit of time, because I believe he doesn't want them till the springtime. So in the meantime, what I thought what I would do is make a start on the Combat Warhammer 40k. So what I've done is I've done the first one. I've assembled the Marshal, which is the highest rank out of that box, and this is the first ever 40k figure that I've painted. So I'm quite pleased with it. I could always do better, I suppose, but I've never painted a power sword, so I've kind of copied pictures that I've seen on Google of other people's work, and got some ideas looking around on what people have done on painting Black Templar. The head is the wrong head, because unfortunately what I did is I tried painting this as if I was painting a bolt action figure. So I kind of assembled it and thought I'd paint it all in one go. And what I hadn't done is I hadn't put the panel lines in, and I had to snap his head off and then put another head on. So I'm not anti the head. The head looks pretty good actually, but yeah, so that's why that's a different head. Because if I'd have kept the head on, I wouldn't have got to the details on his jetpack or whatever that is, or the skeleton that he's carrying around on his back. And apparently these guys carry skeletons around on their back because they would either have been a fallen comrade and they believe that they should be battling for eternity, so they get to carry a skeleton around. That's why he's got him on his back. So he may have been a Black Templar once upon all his life, or he might have been someone that he defeated. I don't know the real story behind that, but yeah, pleased with the detail. The detail's absolutely amazing. You know, I keep going on about detail, but the Victrix Vikings, these guys here, they've got a fair bit of detail. But these 40k figures are absolutely amazing. And what I wanted to do is do it a bit of justice. So, you know, if I was to point out a few things here, on his belt, the belt's got skulls running through it. So I don't know if you can pick that up on here, but. And then he carries a lantern that's hanging off his belt. And what I did was a bit of OBS, like some object source lighting. OSL, object source lighting. So it kind of, the lantern is glowing onto his cloak a little bit. And then I used a kind of a blue-grey colour to highlight the panels. And then I went round on and did all his rivets in a metallic silver, and then onto his pauldron. Then I did the same thing there. That took quite a while to do the pauldron, and also the one on here, the one above here, that was difficult for me to get my paintbrush in, because that's the trouble when you assemble everything in one go. Quite pleased with the sword, although I think I could do better, and I'll try and do better next time for a power sword. I've never done anything like that, as I said. And then I did some blending and some grading on his cloak. Not too bad. On the back of his cloak, you can see that I've done the highlights. Might have done them a little bit too bright, I don't know. And then on his weapon, I've kind of done a plasma weapon here. I was going to do some object source lighting coming off that blue onto his knee here, and I might still do that later, but you know, you're gonna have to just put the thing down and say that's enough, aren't you? So yeah, the base then, base got a lot of pigments on it, and I put some Vallejo mud on there, and then sprinkled some little rocks on there, and then pigmented it, and then kind of tied it all in with a nice matte varnish. Yeah, so chuffed to bits with that, to be honest. So that's the start. That's the first of many. And what I thought I'd do is, because I am impatient, as you know, I went and bought. I've been reading up, and this chap here, this Emperor's Champion, is supposed to be the Rambo of Warhammer. So I thought I'd go and get him. So apparently this guy gets a vision from the Emperor, and then once he said he's had a vision, the chapter then grab him, or the chaplains, and they interrogate him over X amount of days to find out if it was a real vision. And if it was a real vision, he gets given this sword, and then he gets sent out as the vanguard of the battle, and then he picks a fight with whoever's the hardest. So that's what he does, apparently. So yeah, it's only one figure. It cost about 28 quid or whatever it was. These things aren't cheap, you know. For 28 quid I could buy a whole squad of bolt action. But it's not really about the money. It's about you know, collecting these things, and what I'm determined to do, because I've never ever had a game a battle with anyone, is to learn the rules with my mate and then get into tabletop wargaming instead of just painting them. I do enjoy the painting, that's why I do it. But yeah, and then the creme de la creme, this guy is High Marshal Helbrecht, and I've been watching videos about this fella, and this guy is yeah, he's like Wyatt Earp. He don't muck about, this fella. So he's worth having. I think he's quite high in points, but I look forward to painting this one. You know, this one's all in kind of a antique gold, so he's very ornamental. I don't know whose skull that is, but I like that. And he's just dispatched an orc, and this lackey here is cleaning his sword. I don't know what this guy's doing around the back here, but yeah, I like the look of this one. So he will be. I've got to complete the box, otherwise, you know, I'll end up jumping on the interesting stuff and ignoring the other stuff. But so I'm going to complete the box before I jump on these. But yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into these, and looking forward to the actual hobby of Warhammer 40k. A lot of people, a couple of my mates on Facebook are going, friends don't let friends paint Warhammer 40k, which I laughed at, Gary. I thought that was funny. And my other mate, Gary in Ireland, who I speak to randomly from time to time because I'm worried about his health, he went, I'm unsubscribing. So yeah, some people like these. I'm a fan of them, but it doesn't mean to say I'm going to forget my historical wargaming figures, because that's my bread and butter. But for me, as an enjoyment thing, I'm quite excited about doing this. So yeah, so a little short one. I hope you're having a brilliant Christmas. I hope you get a bit more time off before you start work, depending on your kind of your career. But yeah, I will pop another video up once I've made more progress on the combat patrol, and show a few more figures off. But for now, catch you on the next one, and take care.